Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you so much for your great support always. I'm so grateful for your continued support to this channel. Thank you so much, ladies and gentlemen. Now, as we speak, the controller of budget, Margaret NYAKANG'O, is exposing William Ruto. She is saying there is no fund set for this so-called vaccine to our animals that William Ruto is seriously pushing. On the same note, it is not clear who is funding this vaccination, and two, if they are going to borrow. Remember, the budget controller must understand. Lazima angekuwa amesema, but anasema, so far, it is not clear who is funding this vaccine. Number two, there's no fund set for this vaccine. Three, if it is a donor, lazima ikuwe wazi, Number four, if the government has not set aside any fund, it is not a donor, And of course, it will force the government of William Ruto to come very clear that they are going to borrow for this vaccination. But this vaccine is going to consume almost 4.5 billion Kenya shillings. 4.5 billion Kenya shillings. If you want to understand that the priority of William Ruto is not set in such kind of showing that the man is so interested on some issues that are so more important. He's being told, by the way, ng'ombe zetu hazina shida. Ni unatuletea tu magonjwa, wewe ndio unabandika magonjwa kwa of course on our cows and goats. So I want you to listen to Margaret NYAKANG'O and also the details that entails the vaccination. But before we do, as you always do, ensure you like the video. When you like the video, you automatically support the work that I'm doing this channel, because sometimes you watch and you forget liking the video. Thank you so much for that like. Let us listen.
The contentious mass vaccination of over 70 million livestock countrywide for foot and mouth and PPR diseases may be in limbo as the control of budget now says there's no budgetary allocation for the process in the current financial year. Speaking to Citizen TV, Margaret NYAKANG'O said the program had not been factored in the first supplementary budget, which is in use until the second one is passed by MPs who are currently on a long break.
There is no such budget, There is no budget for vaccination. That I can tell you with confidence.
Repeat that again.
As far as the information I have goes, there is no budget.
The Control of Budget, whose office is tasked with overseeing the implementation of the budgets of the national and county governments by authorizing the withdrawal from public funds, adding that the government may have to borrow to fund the plan.
I can only hope that perhaps a donor will come in and pick up the tabs.
So that cannot begin in January, the vaccination?
No, it won't. If it does, it will be on credit.
This now means that the budgetary allocations by Parliament will happen when Parliament resumes sittings from February 10th, 2025.
We have to wait for the second supplementary for us to know whether there will be an allocation for that vaccination. Even if all the paperwork is done, it's only Parliament that will pass the supplementary.
The Principal Secretary for Livestock, Jonathan Mweke, said the program was being funded through a loan by World Bank. The government maintains it is all systems go for the vaccination drive, targeting 22 million cattle and 50 million goats at an initial budget of 4.6 billion shillings and at a cumulative cost of 21 billion shillings after 5 years.
Hii Januari tunafanya national vaccination ya ng'ombe zetu zote. Ng'ombe milioni 22 na mbuzi na kondoo milioni 50.
Rais, nimesikia watu wakiuliza hizi vaccines zinatoka wapi? Wengine wanasema inatoka kwa Amerika, wengine wanasema inatoka kwa Bill Gates. Rais, hapa nimebeba hii vaccine ya PPR na imetengenezwa na Kevevapi.
The vaccination campaign has encountered resistance from the opposition and the Kenya Veterinary Association, claiming the vaccine may alter the genetic structure of livestock. Emmanuel To, Citizen TV.
So there's something fishy here in this so-called vaccine. And remember earlier on, we were told that Bill Gates was going to fund this. If truly he is a donor and is having good intention, why everything is behind the scene? No one understands anything, including the budget control of the government. Margaret NYAKANG'O, she doesn't understand. No money set for this, or rather no fund set for this vaccine. The donor is not very clear. They are not clear. They are not having that clarity of the so-called donor to this vaccine. And it's going to be 4.5 billion Kenyan shillings. 4.5 billion Kenyan shillings. Then you tell me, Kenyans, that no one is having some kind of interest on this mission and scheme. It is so sudden and terrifying that we are having a government that cannot clarify something that is very straightforward, you know. So the man is busy pushing na akiwa na hasira William Ruto about this vaccine. The question is there someone who is going to benefit from this vaccine? That if it is going to be stopped, then it is a loss to that person. And of course, it is William Ruto with his close allies who are busy pushing for this. You know, if they were having that, of course, it was willingly. Hata William Ruto peke mwenyewe hakuwa anajiingiza kwa hiyo issue. Because for me, let me tell you, ingekuwa the CS of William Ruto angekuwa anapigania hii, ama PS of Agriculture ingekuwa anapigania hii issue. Kabla Mutahi Kagwe kuwa appointed CS wa Agriculture, na hajakuwa sworn in, na hajakuwa vetted. Remember one thing. I thought that this was a mission of agricultural ministry. It's in the agriculture, livestock. So I'm asking myself, when William Ruto wants to do this, why is it that he's busy pushing this, but on the same note, he's not clarifying something that is very important here? It is so sad, and I can repeat it again and again. It is so sad that we are being told that vaccine inaenda kufanyika. No fund imekuwa set aside for this. No donor is not very clear. Hakuna clarity about the donor. Na hii pesa itatoka wapi? Na kama ni pesa lazima wa borrow. Are they going to borrow 4.5 billion Kenyan shillings? 4.5 billion Kenyan shillings. Sio ingesaidia wengine. Ama issues zingine hapo. No. So William Ruto is so shocking. Yani is a man that will come out to say as if this vaccine is so much important, that if you try, then we are not going to breathe. You block it, we are not going to breathe. That is William Samoei Ruto. That is William Samoei Ruto. At the end of the day, the man will tell us that sisi ni pepo, tunapiga kila kitu. Si ati tunapinga, tunajua hii jamaa wanataka kukulia hizi vitu. Kama Adani, kuna watu walikuwa share parade. They wanted to eat. They wanted this shareholding of Adani. Wakuwa wana share something there. Kuna katu percentage watakuwa wanakulia hapa. The same thing to this vaccine. Kuna watu wanataka kukulia pesa hapa. Ladies and gentlemen, what do you think? Drop your opinion at the comment section below. Otherwise, thank you so much because of your great support. Please consider subscribing, liking, commenting, and sharing this video. Bye bye till we meet in another video.